Welcome to the live show on the internet. Yeah. We got a wild and crazy show for tonight. Yes, we do. We got Tony Yayo and Vlad in the headlines. Apparently, they was having a discussion about the late, great Biggie Smalls and his gay lyrics. We gonna jump right into it.
We was like, what's the best song that ever came out by like an athlete? Like, you know, football player, basketball player. And I said, it gotta be Shaquille O'Neal, You Can't Stop the Rain with Biggie Smalls. So look, so they go.
I like playing on the West Side by Shaq. It's a different Shaq song.
You gotta let me talk,
Shaq.
brother. And this is what Slim Thug said too. Slim Thug, shout out to Houston. Slim Thug said this too. Biggie said, suck on your daddy dick.
Flag gonna play Tony Yayo. Why would Biggie say something like that if he wasn't gay? Why would any man say something like that there if he wasn't gay? I wouldn't care what it was a reference to. Tony Yayo was defending it, saying that he wasn't saying it like that in that reference. He got that particular line from Richard Pryor. If you do your research on Richard Pryor, or if you ever follow Richard Pryor's career, it's a lot of times where he'll be in interviews and admit that he have sex with men before. Richard Pryor make those type of jokes, but at the end of the day, he'll tell you the truth what he did. Was Biggie telling us the truth? And we was in denial?
Yep, that's true.
And I'm like, but you can't wipe out all how Biggie's lyrics because of that one line. And that one line came from a movie. It might sound, look.
It was Richard Pryor, right?
Look, it was Richard Pryor, of course. So it might.
Exactly. That particular line that Biggie just used came from Richard Pryor, a man that admitted to the world that he had sex with men. So why would Biggie Smalls use that in his song if he's not gay? I don't have a problem with gay people. Don't get it twisted. My problem is you supposed to be you and live your life.
It sounds suspect to niggas that didn't watch the movie.
Yeah, it was a reference.
It was a reference line, but to niggas it's a no diddy or a pause. Right? That line right there, I kind of wish Biggie didn't say that.
No, to straight men, that's a no diddy, is a no diddy pause. Cause I'm just saying, regular niggas is not gonna spit no lyric like that. You see what I'm saying? Biggie said that like he had that on his mind to do, or he already done it. He was just getting it off his chest. We got to take things for what it is. He said she looked so good, he'll suck on her daddy. I wouldn't care, me personally, how a female look. That would never cross my mind.
Because that's the second time I heard another nigga from another state say that. I heard Slim Thug say it, and you know me, I was just like, yo, Slim Thug, you hate New York niggas. But we love Bun and Pimp C.
Yeah.
Because you know me, I don't give a fuck. I don't got no filter. I told that. I was like, niggas do hate New York niggas. And it's all good, because New York niggas started a lot of trends. Damn near started hip-hop. You know what I mean? But we always give other people props. But when it come to New York, Biggie, that one line, I heard this the second nigga I said say it. He said, suck on your daddy's dick.
He had a few lines.
What about everything else?
He had a few lines.
Vlad,
Dreams
I'm
of
good,
fucking an
Vlad.
R&B bitch. He said, I
That
leave
was a fucking classic.
Shantae Moore, pussy and stitches. I'd fuck RuPaul before I fuck them ugly ass escape bitches.
Now you just heard Yayo say, that was a classic. He said he wouldn't mess with these females, but he'd rather have sex with RuPaul. For those who don't know RuPaul, you can look him up. He's a drag queen. He's a man that like to dress up like women, like a woman. And Biggie said, once again, why would a straight man say something like this? Why would he say something like this? This is the second line. This is the second song now. This is the second time he said something that was questionable. I wouldn't even say questionable. This is the second time that he made it be known that he swang in that direction. And once again, we ignored it.
The nigga was joking, bro.
Right.
Come on, bro.
And then he had that one line. I remember my man C. Gutter kidnap kids, fuck him in the ass, throw him over the bridge. I remember, I interviewed C. Gutter about this, right?
Now that's totally disgusting. That is totally disgusting. How can you be able to make music referring to kids in that manner? How can you? Kids supposed to be off limits. As an adult, why would you be rapping about kids in that manner? Why? You mean to tell me when he was in the studio, didn't nobody try to stop this man from saying that or putting that out? The engineer ain't had nothing to say about that. P. Diddy ain't have nothing to say about that. You know, back then in the 90s, the studio stayed full. The studio was like a club. While he was in there reciting his lyrics, you mean to tell me nobody in there ain't say, whoa, bro, don't say that, man. That's crazy. Why would you say something like that? That's my question. Now he's putting kids in this situation. What kind of individual was this? And Yayo, you sitting up here defending it, saying that it wasn't in that reference you trying to make it as. It was something like a movie, and no, man, you trying to dress this situation up, and you cannot dress this up. This the problem with our community right here. You niggas do not be standing on business the way you need to stand on business. This is a time, or it was a time when you supposed to have stood for something. When this cat was in the studio talking crazy. And his album sold millions of units. It was at one point in time, everybody was reciting his whole album. You mean to tell me that one point in time, ain't nobody didn't feel no type of way when that particular line came up in that song?
I said, what did you think when you heard that line? He said, when I heard that line, I was so angry. Because it makes me sound like a child rapist,
but
right?
you know what he said? Hold on. When that beat,
you supposed to feel like that. You supposed to feel like that. He mentioned somebody else's name that he cool with and then come behind with that line. Once again, here go Tony Yayo trying to defend it. Why is you trying to defend this monster? Once again, people, we got to be careful who we support. Because a lot of this stuff we bring up on our own self. A lot of these things that we support and push is detrimental to us and our community. But we still want to point the finger. It's right in front of your face. This should have been stopped right in the studio. It shouldn't have went no further than the studio. This should have been a story that was told that happened in the studio. But no, they let it through. And he made money off of it.
Hold on. When that beat come on,
yeah. No, it's a great song.
My nigga he kidnapped kids. You think about a movie or some shit. Fuck him in the ass.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
Man, what kind of nigga is this? It's kids that really went through that situation in real life. That's like a spit in the face to the victims. How bad does it sound? You know this was true. Things like that back then used to happen in New York. And you justify why he said it. Come on, Yayo, man. Come on, do you hear yourself? Do y'all hear this nigga? This nigga's justifying what Biggie said. And you got people that went through this in real life. What about the victims? What about the kids that really went through this? And you mean to tell me this is hip hop? If you gonna consider this hip hop need to be abolished.
Listen, Vlad. He's not saying that. He's saying,
what do you mean he's not saying that?
No,
he
he's
said
saying it, but on some like horror film shit. Like we thought C. Gutter was made up. We didn't know he was fuck him in the ass, throw him over the bridge. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. Like,
yeah,
he could have fucking put a fucking tortured the nigga or something.
Yeah,
you don't know.
I'd rather have heard that. But
like Vlad say, I would rather heard that. Tony Yayo said he could have made it seem like he was torturing a nigga. Vlad replied, I'd rather heard that. You see what I mean? Once again, we give them content. We give them reasons to downplay us and downgrade us. Because look what you defending. Y'all want to point the finger at Vlad saying Vlad doing this and Vlad doing that. Man, Vlad doing what he's supposed to do. Vlad getting you dumb niggas up there to sit up there and talk and put your foot in your mouth. You supposed to been up there and say, man, that whole album was disgusting to me, man. It's a lot of stuff. I like his lyric. He was very lyrical, but some of them songs I don't even agree with. Let's talk about it. Yet and still you defended it. Biggie Smalls was an undercover homosexual. And it's a lot of y'all gonna get mad because I'm saying it, but he said it out his own mouth. He said this countless of times, and y'all ignored it. And soon as somebody bring it to attention, now y'all getting mad about it. Now you need to get mad about yourselves, man, because y'all supported this for so long. And he's not the only one. He's not the only one. But like I said before, y'all pick and choose. Y'all pick and choose who you want to expose. Nah, we ain't gonna pick and choose. We gonna expose it all over here.
Well, all I'm saying is, listen.
This is what make niggas be hating New York niggas.
I'm not hating, but all I'm saying is, so I interviewed C. Gutter specifically about this. He said when he heard it.
Okay, but What's Beef is still a classic.
It's still a
right,
classic.
I know you spoke to him.
Right.
It's still a classic.
Right, so what happened was.
Man, this nigga is a retard. He's still yelling about What's Beef is still a classic. Yeah, it's a classic. We not trying to take nothing away from Biggie. He was a great rapper. He was a great artist while he was here. What we talking about now is what he was saying. Certain lyrics, certain lines in his song. What he was referring to, that's what we talking about, man. We not talking about is this song a classic or not. Niggas stop trying to run around the question. Once again, that's why we can't never get nowhere as a community, because the situation we supposed to handle, we run from it. We run all the way around it. Biggie Small was a monster, man. Straight like that. Straight like that, man. If anybody listened to Biggie, you would know Biggie was a little off. Every time Biggie referred to something about sex, it was graphic. Even some of his skits, he's defecating on people. But once again, it sold millions of records. It made a lot of money. I don't know if it made him a lot of money, but I know it made somebody a lot of money. Until this day, you still got grown, lame niggas like Tony Yayo sticking up for Biggie.
Niggas can't use lines because everything is paused and no Diddy and all that. Niggas can't use them because back then we didn't have that.
Right.
So you can't say, oh, yo, that's a no Diddy. Right.
It didn't matter back then we were saying pause or whatever. If it was gay then, it's gay now. What do that matter? What do that matter? At least today, somebody's stopping you. At least today, pause, they letting you know, hey man, you need to choose better words. Or is you like that for real? See, back then, a person will say something to you or they ain't gonna say nothing to you. And apparently, like Vlad say, once Biggie said something, that was it. Ain't nobody could change it. That means all you niggas had to tuck your tail in if you felt some other type of way. That say a lot about y'all back then. That say a lot about y'all. You knew this nigga was doing foul stuff, but you niggas was scared to say something about it. You niggas went along with it. Until this day, you niggas still defending it. That's crazy.
Now,
I'm not saying it.
that's what the young niggas are saying. And I'm like, and the older niggas could slim thug. But what I'm saying is, you can't use one or two lines that he probably wilded out on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
all I'm saying is for that particular line, C Gutter was so upset when he heard it. But he said the thing about like Biggie is that once he records something, no one in the world is gonna make him change it. Once he lays it down and he's happy with it, nobody. So he said at the time they were roommates. Like C Gutter was living with Biggie. He said for 2 weeks they didn't speak to each other.
Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. With that being said, if you smell some stink, that's me, Urban Gossip TV, because we the shit.